Back at 165 pounds now, it's Blaine Bergey, senior, against Jaden Lee for Columbia, wrestling up a weight at 165.
Yeah, we got Bergey already in on the leg on a lefty single for Jaden Lee. Jaden Lee's got some pretty funky defense sometimes. He's got kind of a rubber knee there, too, that you can see. He's twisting that two-on-one shin whizzer pretty hard. And now he's in on a leg, kind of see if he can scramble up. Bergey trying to go heavy hips. We're getting funky out here. We're scrambling like eggs.
Bergey's got a lot of energy. He's only wrestled once this season. A tech fall win over Morgan State's Cooper Lockhart. Wrestled 27 times last season. Lee trying to bridge out. Nothing there for him. Bergey gets 3 points.
Yeah, Bergey was their guy last year at 165, so I'm not really sure why. Maybe he was struggling with some injury, maybe something else, who knows. But kind of surprised he's not been wrestling more this year. See him wearing kind of a knee pad, knee brace. But he's back out there now for Princeton.
Bergey was in the lineup last season when these two teams met. Got a major decision win over Kyle Mosher, who we just saw wrestle for Hofstra over at the Blue Gym last month. Lee, quick escape for a point. Lee put up his second highest point total Friday. It was 11 points. He ended up losing that match 15-11 to Andy Trzynski of Penn.
Yeah, Jaden Lee, he really comes out with energy. He's undersized, I'd say, in this match a little bit, but he can make it up with kind of a speed and just willingness to really be a competitor out there.
Saw the speed right there, able to get away from Bergey. The energy that Lee brought on Friday, really you could say, is what kickstarted the Columbia offense that led to Jack McGill's upset win. Nick Fine getting a pin after that. Under a minute to go here in the first period.
It's a good point, Harris. You know, sometimes the guy that actually ignites the team and kind of starts building momentum, he doesn't have to win the match. It's just like the way you wrestle. It's how much energy and how it's like proving that you want to be out there, that you want to score points, and letting that attitude rub off on the next guy coming out on the mat for Columbia.
We're looking to do that here. Down 3-1, under 30 seconds to go in the first period. Bergey in on a leg.
Deep shot from Bergey. Let's see if it ends up in another scramble like the first couple.
Lee trying to wiggle his way out. Unable to do it. Good hip ride.
Jaden Lee really put his knee in a tight spot here, but man, nice job. If he can step out of it, he's pretty much cleared up.
He's pretty close to stepping out of it. The horn will allow him to do that. And you see here earlier, while we were in break, the alumni getting their love. It's Alumni Day here at Levian Gymnasium. Alumni as new as last season. Here being honored. Joe, you were able to catch up with a lot of those guys earlier today. And as this day has gone on, nice to see everybody together here as we honor the alumni of the nation's oldest wrestling program.
Yeah, it was fun to see these guys in the house. I know Friday, Columbia had another home duel this past Friday against Penn. A lot of alumni came out for that duel, too. One of the nice things about being in New York City is it's able to house a lot of the alumni. You know, with the business and stuff here, it's able to keep guys around where sometimes you go to school, you know, maybe small town, USA, might have a great wrestling program, but like a lot of their alumni can't really stick around the area. They got to go find jobs. They got to go back home. So one of the cool things about kind of being at Columbia and seeing the alumni around.
Really good point there as things have slowed up here in this second period. Lee trying to use his energy. He did it really well against Andy Trzynski on Friday. Had some late scoring, too, in that match.
Yeah, match has slowed down a little bit. The first period was pretty eventful. A lot of scrambles, takedown. Jaden Lee's got 2 escapes. He's just got to find his offense.
Trying to go underneath. And so does Bergey. A deep ride.
Bergey and again on a nice re-attack. Jaden Lee kind of hit a duck. I don't think he expected Bergey to fall into a leg attack right after that duck.
And potentially dangerous here as Lee got a hold of Bergey's left arm. So Bergey's really getting his shots in, but Lee has done a nice job not allowing Bergey to finish. And again, we've mentioned the quickness, allowing Lee to defend and keep the score the way it is.
It's Bergey hasn't had a ton of matches on the season, so he's kind of, it's when you start the season, you got to kind of wrestle your way in. You start feeling more and more composed, more and more natural, in a 7-minute competition with teams watching, fans watching, whistles blowing, stuff like that. And, you can be well trained, but jumping into competition after not having competed for a long time, it takes a little while to knock the rust off and knock some of the nerves off. And I think we're starting to see that a little bit from Bergey here, is like maybe just not quite feeling as comfortable as, say, having wrestled the whole season in competition.
Mentioned was in the lineup consistently last season, wrestled 27 times to a 13-14 record, 31 career collegiate wins for Blaine Bergey. Now he's ahead 4-2 as Lee's trying to start his offense. Really quick action.
A lot of attack, re-attack options, exchanges. Jaden not really getting all the way through to the leg, but he's certainly looking for offense.
He's got an underhook. Trying to fire. Bergey, though.
Let's see if we can scramble here. Jaden Lee's got that far ankle, and he's pretty comfortable here, so this is a good position. To be honest, Bergey's a good far ankle scrambler, too, so we will see. Jaden Lee's still got the far ankle, which is where he wants to be, and now he's really close to getting a takedown. Bergey's got his ankle, Jaden Lee's ankle hooked. And that might be 3 very soon here.
So close. The bench is calling for it. So are the fans, and there it goes.
3.
Late takedown for Jaden Lee has him up 1. Just over 30 seconds to go.
Jaden Lee can't give up a reversal here. He can give up an escape. It's going to go to OT unless there's a score now. 5-5. Really, really a fun match. Jaden Lee's got to find one more takedown. Neither guy wants to rush it at this point. They know that, they can figure this out in overtime.
Riding time clock reaches 1 second, and a takedown from Bergey late with 10 seconds to go. Bergey gets 3 points. This might salt this one away. We're going to get a stall on the outside. But you said it, Joe. So close from salting this one to overtime, and Bergey looks like he's going to come away with a win.
Harris, commercial break after this.
2-1, and Blaine Bergey with a late burst gets a decision victory 8-5 over Jaden Lee. Columbia still shut out after 6 here on ESPN+.